So, starting tomorrow, Texas human trafficking victims will have new legal protections under Senate Bill 11. The law provides an affirmative defense for victims who were forced to commit certain crimes under their traffickers' control.
6 News reporter Juliana Jackson shares with us how this new law aims to shift the focus from prosecuting victims to targeting the traffickers. Juliana?
Lindsay and Bailey, Senate Bill 11 means victims can no longer be prosecuted for offenses like prostitution when they were acting under coercion, force, or fraud. However, the law does not protect those who commit serious violent crimes. Governor Greg Abbott vetoed similar legislation during the regular session for being too broad. The lawmakers addressed those concerns in this version. Senate Bill 11 takes effect December 4th, marking a major shift in how Texas handles human trafficking cases. The law shields victims from prosecution for crimes committed under their traffickers' force, fraud, or coercion. Joseph Scaramucci with School Games says up until now, victims have been the ones most often criminalized.
When we look at human trafficking as a whole and who is criminalized the most within the human trafficking space, it tends to be victims, and they're being prosecuted, they're being arrested for essentially for being victims of a crime, right?
Scaramucci says victims are easily identified because their crimes, like prostitution, are obvious, but proving the coercion behind them is much harder. He believes this new law will encourage law enforcement to change their approach.
I think it's going to encourage law enforcement to go after traffickers, stop criminalizing women who are being trafficked. And I think that as a result of that, it's going to create a safer space where women know that they can seek safety and help without fear of arrest and being charged.
The law does not apply to serious violent offenses like murder, sexual assault, trafficking of a person or child, or burglary. Scaramucci says his team works to identify traffickers and help law enforcement build cases.
But that doesn't mean that they're a criminal. It doesn't mean that they're hiding this. It just simply means that they're being victimized.
Senate Bill 11 was passed during a special legislative session and will take effect tomorrow, December 4th.